Way early on, the beginning of the Fortnite World Cup, Nick was like, look, I need to work on my games. And every single week, these guys have been getting better and better and better. We've watched Neo clutch up crazy games where Nick had fallen, unfortunately, and Neo got the elims. We've seen games where Nick just completely popped off, decimating lobbies. I mean, look, Nick, you know, it's crazy. I say that and then you just do it. You know, okay, I get it. Just stop showing off a little bit, though. It's a nail biter.
Yeah, we saw Mega and Dubs in one of the recent duos weeks end up going, when they qualified too, nice shot there from Blake. When they qualified, they ended up getting 40-something points in the last 2 games.
And now we're going to hop in with Origins and Karazia, excuse me. Someone tries to challenge Bad Warrior.
How many players in the sky right now? Bad Warrior getting completely knocked out there, challenging the wrong people, but there's so many of those volcanic vents in the area. I mean, it's just, you know, synchronized. They could end up at, you know, 35 points. That was in the top 10 last we checked.
And that's outside of any eliminations that pick up along the way, right?
Exactly.
They already have 4.
Ooh, that's Nick Merckx.
There you go. That's a tough pick up there, eliminating Nick, but...
Just like you said, though, early on, Neo, he's a very clutch player. He can do it in the solos. He can, like, when he's by himself, he can still do this. So they still have the opportunity here.
You see players up in the sky. Way up their stratosphere. Oh, gosh. Keanu, the streamer, not the actor, going down. Nick Merckx is finally going to be eliminated, coming through. Siphon as well. So Hornet's got himself a nice established high ground here. Someone else on the outside looks to challenge. Stimpy, unfortunately, got a little bit caught there. Is going to be picked up as well. These guys are already sitting on 6 eliminations. Once that extra one does come through in Stimpy, we'll have 6 total tickers, though, man. Now, here's the thing, though. Kevin's got himself a flint-knock pistol. I want to see some flashy plays. You know me, man.
Nice.
I'm all about the flashiness. Right now, Kevin is trying to secure some eliminations. Maybe a wall edit here. He knows, and he's tracking the player coming out of the storm. Bobo, unfortunately, picked up, and now we're in top 5 ball. Another round of placements. He's made it, especially by himself. His dual partner, Keanu, the streamer, was knocked earlier.
Yeah, so that was the last round of placements before that victory royale. So now all that matters is eliminations and getting that win. Tickers and Hornet on high ground. We do have Shabanban and Degenerate in the mid ground. Hornet starting to pressure down. Kevin kind of having a little bit of a breathing room right now as he's down on low ground by himself. Degenerate gets knocked out, and Kevin immediately takes him out, realizing he's coming down, and now it's Hornet and Tickers versus Kevin, but so much fall damage just occurred, and it's a 1v1. Hornet's going to take it, though, in the full-on trade.
Imagine if he had actually knocked Hornet. Tickers, excuse me, was so low, maybe 30 effective HP as he was beginning his waterfall down.
Many times have gotten so close, but I mean, really, it's so far still not there. They don't have their ticket to New York.
And I mean, recently we saw Tfue and Cloaksy move in together, apparently 0 ping. And yesterday they put on quite the show, man. They were just destroying lobbies left and right.
Early on, but then they had some frustrations. They were, you know, dealing with some things due to, you know, decisions that they make. They're going to average up higher, not necessarily over, but that's what we're looking for right now.
Yeah, they need to make something happen, right? And this is kind of there you go.
Final.
And you know, these are still kind of the early cues of, are you manifesting the best possible thing? Are you the best in the world? Hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Let us know. The answer is yes. If I see a no, I'm going to be really upset about it. And I'm going to make sure that GB, I was going to say hurts for it, but I love him too much, so I can't. Psalm, though, picked up in the crossfire, trying to challenge, probably choked, probably not.
So Psalm and Symmetrical actually, you know, normally West players, but it looks like they moved out to East. Psalm, typically known to go out towards the East Coast to play these tournaments. He goes into a LAN center or anything like that.
And even though they are apart, they can still just completely destroy players, take advantage of the decisions that they're making, and outplay them. Right now, Tfue doing everything he can to try and get back to Cloaksy. The way he's doing it as well. Look at this, finding Elim.
Fuzzy.
That is a huge pickoff, a massive shutdown. Fuzzy's gonna have to go back to lobby.
And I think I saw Cloaksy take out Hogman earlier in this game too.
They're just outside of top 10. Cloaksy, Tfue might have opted to try and get Cloaksy, but honestly, with a situation like this, it's best to just try and get back in. They were the ones eliminated 11th, so they're going to miss out on those top 10 points.
Feel it. A reverse Castle Curse?
I'm manifesting the reverse Castle Curse.
Now, Symmetrical, though, he's in a bit of a pinch against Eclipse. Oh, you know, we saw them high up in the leaderboard early on. I think they're in the 2nd place, so definitely can see Eclipse right now by himself does find Nick on the edge of zone trying to rotate in. What can he do? He's by himself. He has a launch pad still.
And now it's just up to Eclipse. Hit top 5, find Elims along the way.
Yes.
A shot comes through. Apex Archer TV is going to be shut down just outside of top 5. So another round of placement points heading over to Eclipse and his dual partner.
Symmetrical though, at the same time, even though he just went out there, finally he did pick up at least 4 eliminations after losing his teammate. Now,
Frat is in the storm. He's taking down health. Dan goes down. All right, I probably choked. We're about to find out if you did or did not. Fly Rat again ticking down in his HP. Eclipse, he's about to start ticking now. If choked can get this elim, this swing of the siphon could be massive, but I believe from down below, it looks like Eclipse down to 70, and he does find it.
Eclipse by himself, clutching up the victory royale, taking the perfect opportunity that Frat opened up for him, even though he wasn't his teammate there, ended up trying to make the risk and fight. In comparison to somebody like Animal and Aspect down below them, who aren't necessarily getting all the different angles from the height that they have.
There's a player down below. I believe Jackie
shots
over. Someone challenges dual partner.
1, 2.
2 shots! Jackie Sky! What in the world? So now they see players. They find the isolating shot. They call me. I'm sorry. I guess you've just been eliminated. Going back to the lobby. They did not call you. Man, the 3 half shields in inventory. The Slurp Juice taking back up. Both these players are going to be 200, 200. They catch a player with an edit comes through. Just trying to campfire. It looks like 2 separate duos will be falling. So now 2 separate duos are left to fend by themselves. And now these guys are sitting on 5 eliminations.
Finding nothing sometimes.
Just looking for opportunities, man. Every single angle they've got covered.
Just like this. Yes, they get knocked out. Popeye goes down, and I think that's going to be 2 eliminations too. Manetrix goes out. Dole, fortunately, caught himself. Animal trying to push up a little bit, maybe.
Dez goes there. Dopeye goes down in the crossfire just here on the edge of top 5. And immediately with that, they're already down to top 3. The lobby is being thinned out very quickly. There is only 2 more duos. Okay, as 2v2. I say that, it is a 2v2. So I believe it must be the Sen boys that are still up on top.
And it's crazy because the way they positioned themselves in that first moving zone, that half in, half out, they were right on top of each other. So it's funny to see them come all the way through. Now, Aspect and Animal, but I think they might have traded a little bit of HP damage. Animal knows he's higher HP, so Aspect's going to drop down. He spots the 2 campfires, but he knows he did enough damage. I think that's it. Animal going to drop down and challenge, but I don't think he had to. Now losing a little bit of HP. No, he's going to... Oh! Just barely.
What?
3 HP. That was a difference of milliseconds that lost them the game there. And remember, that is 4 points left on the board there for Animal.
I like you said, they were just holding the defensive position. They had the utility in their kit. They were ready to make the rotation. They catch a player. Here it is. Someone in a baller. 114.
Innocence and Assault. It must be, yes. Assault takes out Blue Tea. He's going to get the finish. And no trade coming in yet for Roat. Top 50 almost every single time except last time, I believe. So we're still looking for that duo, that controller gang duo to qualify through in duos. None have yet done so. It could be them today. It could be.
It could be. Send them your energy, controller gang. We need some of you representing in the Fortnite World Cup Finals in New York City. Thick Boy, Lunez, and Arab sitting on the high ground now. Gonna be sitting up on this mid-ground tarp trying to challenge a player. There you see on the right side of your screen how these guys are making up their points. In case you're just tuning in, welcome. Hope you've had an awesome Sunday. We're here with the Fortnite World Cup. I'm Zeke. This is Bala. We're tuning into NA East games. Jinx going to be picked up there as well.
You can see Virus right now knows where the players are, trying to get in zone. He found himself a little position, looking for shots. Not going to find too much just then. No. Still looking for it. He's not finding much at all.
They're just playing this one slow, you know. They want to make sure that they can hit top 10 like they did. Innocence is going to be the find. That is a massive, massive pickup. As someone else comes up to challenge, Cutthroat, unfortunately not going to make it there. He tried to get saucy with the baller, but Virus was prepared for it.
Because the shadow bombs, it becomes much harder to get back up to your teammate.
Oh no, we're about to face Father Mountain. He always claims his toll, but look, the Thick Boy duo, Lunez, his duo, they've already begun their ascent into the sky. They're saying, we know what this means for everyone. Look at everyone down below. They're just falling like flies. It's just not enough. And in the end, Lunez and his dual partner had made the right call from the beginning. Let's hold high ground I guess this is the thing to do in 2019. I'm so old.
What is that? How do you say it? Is it Ratra, Rutra, Ritra?
I mean, it depends on what the X is trying to be. Gilly, though, I recognize that one. RBK Gilly. He picked off in the crossfire. Crazy how simple a name can be. Rogue Shark picked up in the crossfire earlier on there. That's tough, especially falling.
Some players, you know, they use it very well, and I always say it's risky to use impulses in the late game, but you know, P-God shown that it's really not.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you put as much time in, P-God is going to take a little bit of fall damage, but honestly, it was worth it there. Look at the position.
Only one, actually, and he's going to get a great position right away, boxing up on top of somebody else's box, and guess what? He's looking back and finding an elimination, and, you know, he's going to meet up with his teammate Rampage now. He's ahead of him. Ooh, a launch pad that he might want to use.
Oh!
He just waited for that play to break out the cone, because otherwise they were going to be in a situation where the cone was not going to be broken and they both have no way to escape from the zone. Rampage has impulses too, by the way.
They're very comfortable, it seems, with this item. Seti here, his baller is going to be cracked. Now he's going to go on the defensive, because look at all these players around. Someone on wall over. He's going to get the wall replaced. They weren't paying attention!
And I have to say, like, if Trent realized that, he could have gotten a free elimination. Instead, Seti going to take the wall and then find the elimination. Beautiful play there.
Unfortunate, too, because he was trying to tell me a message. Trent eats, but what? What is the other piece of information I needed? I'll never know. More players following top 15 earn placement points for everyone in the lobby. And look, we're almost at top 10. That's how quickly this lobby is just thinning out.
And as you can see right now, nasty, sticky grenade, Crazen, Skullsy, everybody down there is unfortunately going to end up falling to zone and falling to Old Man Mountain. Steens as well, Buckethead dying.
There you go. 4 players, all on their lonesome. Bucky up on the highest ground there, and down below, Seti finds Ryan, who is sus apparently.
He might get punished from that, but Seti right now on Topoggles. This fight is going to go all the way through. That's time for Buckethead right now. He's going to use that flint knock to avoid the fall damage, but not getting a shot on Topoggles. I think if he gets one combat, no, they're just going to go all the way to Storm, and that wasn't it. He couldn't find the opportunity that he needed. Poggles, the patience pays off.
That Siphon, absolutely massive there at the end.
We've seen what they're capable of, and we already know. They're in first place right now. I think they were up towards 60 points, so we're going to see the story of how they got there right now. Dubs and Mega. I mean, when they qualified, it was probably one of the biggest clutches ever as he takes out Hakio. I mean, 2 back-to-back plus 20-point plus games to qualify for New York in week number, what was it, 4? That's ridiculous. Just ridiculous, and they did it in a moment that would actually make them, I think, the second fully qualified duo. They're both qualified for duos, obviously, and solos, both of them. Dubs in week 1, Mega in, I believe, week 5. Just does not cease to impress me. Just like these guys.
There's a lot of talent, man. There's talent in every single region, and more people are coming out, making a name for themselves in the Fortnite World Cup, giving it's basically shining a spotlight in the entire community, right? Anyone can participate. They just have to get the 300 points, get to Champion League, and try. And, we're seeing a lot of new faces because of that. 34 players, 20 duos left.
And if you're wondering right now, we just saw Mega take out Eclipse. That's not Eclipse, who was in the top of the leaderboards earlier. I do want you guys to start keeping an eye out on, who is at the top of the leaderboard. Are they in the game? Are they getting eliminated? Or are they getting some eliminations for themselves? Because that's important when you're trying to figure out who's going to go to New York. Oh, love it. The teamwork there from Mega to knock out the floor as Dubs waited for the shot perfectly. Aims it, gets the headshot and the elimination. Moving their way towards that top 15.
And now the rotations come out. Shadow Bombs going to help them establish themselves a nice little home here. Going to go ahead and one by one up. And now look, they're just turning their attention to players, trying to get into safety immediately. Oh my God! Lunam! That was an insane shot, especially on a Titan like Dubs. And now look, Mega's like, what just happened? I guess I'm just going to have to pick your loot up and keep moving. That was insane.
Oh, so close.
Go. First round of placements. Prop's going to go down there and be confirmed. Now we're making our way up to top 10. The next threshold, oh boy, that could have been really bad. They caught themselves, but they're caught in the stink grenade. It is the Sentinel duo. They're trying to go toe-to-toe right now. Oh, top left, FaZe Mega has been picked up. We saw Dubs go down earlier, and he was eliminated just out, I believe, outside of top 10.
Love the cone. The cone actually makes it so that Kuros can't escape there. He places it kind of, you call it a cone slide when you place it inside somebody's box. I think this, Booga actually went down on the feet as well. Kez doing all he can to stay alive in this game without his teammate Fung right now.
There's only a single duo left. Everyone else is a solo rider. Jacob Aki, his duo partner. But, whoa, no, not like this! They're moving away from the storm. Jacob's gonna go down. Odenite is up to you.
Does he not realize? He doesn't realize. Yes, he does. Finally, he just got to hit the shot, and he does. Odenite wins it and finishes it off with the victory royale. 7 eliminations, 17-point game from then.
The Sentinel duo, but
That's
right
crazy.
now they're doing okay, hanging out in 3rd place at 49 points. But also, I mean, we've talked about before, learning to share. Mega and Dubs, cease and elevate. Get out of here. You've already done it. It's impressive. We know you're good at the game, but come on.
Oh, I think that maybe Mega and Dubs are not happy that everyone's going nuts about Stompy and Chinkin in Europe. And perhaps this is a little bit of their revenge arc, if you will. Looking here, Aspect and Animal, a huge climb. They'll be sitting in 3rd place. Another top duo that has already qualified, Cease and Elevate, in 4th place there. So this is looking good for a lot of the players here that have yet to qualify for the Fortnite World Cup Finals.
Yeah, again, so 3 spots up for grabs right now, 2 being occupied by previously qualified for duos.
So that means
right
it would be 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
if we ended it right now.
So 45 is the line, but as soon as you look at that 45 line, all of a sudden, boom, 3 teams on it, 1 team just behind in 43. That's Hornet and Tickers, who you saw there. Also, shout out to Lunez and your fellow Arab TV over there, the Thick Boys rocking it out in 10th place in shooting distance right now. But I mean,